What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Quiet Card Daily, where you do a little daily dose of hobby, everything going on, sports, culture, or just whatever we want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Episode, well, we're on Thursday. That's all I'm going to say. We're not keeping it with episodes. We're on Thursday, July 16th. So, shout out to everybody that listened to the podcast that came out yesterday. Huge guest on there with Sports Card collector, uh, Sam. Like I said, huge, very educational podcast. If you haven't heard it yet, please go back and check it out. You know, and we do appreciate everybody that has been going to the quietcardpodcast.com where we're gearing up for the national. So we have national shirts. Okay. So we have national shirts and everything. You're just very limited. So go get your national shirts on the website and just check around the website and everything and just see how everything is on there. But it is day one of Fanatic Fest. We've been talking about that this week. Huge event. I believe last time I saw LeBron is there today. So that's very interesting. I thought he was going to come tomorrow, but very interesting with that he's there early. But from what I'm looking at right now, and everybody's kind of looking like posting a lot of stuff, everything like that. Very, very busy. Very busy. I saw earlier today that Fanatics put out that they were sold out for Saturday. So man, that's going to be really crazy. So if anybody is going up to New York on Saturday and hasn't purchased tickets, you might need to not go or maybe know somebody there or something. But shout out to everybody. But like I said, it's day one of Fanatic Fest. Like I said, it looks jumping up there. I was looking, I'm looking at these videos and stuff with like Fanatic Fest. Now, I don't know how much table prices is, but man, to you know, the question is like how much of inventory do you need to bring to Fanatic Fest to just basically just even everything out? Because I'm thinking like, I mean, especially if you're bringing a lot, you're gonna have to drive up there. Even if you fly, it's still gonna be like super expensive. But then like hotels and stuff, maybe you find like an Airbnb somewhere, or maybe you stay in Jersey or something like that. But you still have to be there, like because it started today, so you got to be there. Especially you got like a lot of stuff. You got to be there like what Monday, Tuesday, something like that. So I've been seeing when I was walking in the airport when I was in Jersey this weekend. Awesome show with uh, Collecticon this weekend. But when I was walking in Jersey, and I'm still seeing people, and that was Monday, and I'm still seeing people that's going to be at the show, like it's like celebrities and stuff. I go, so as a vendor, you need to be at least Tuesday there, because I'm expecting. And then also, do you how much do you dress it up? Right, because it's going to be a mega show. Well, I wonder how much they allow you to dress up, but I'm talking about like like I don't know, maybe you have like a little mini I don't know car shop that you cut out and made custom and all this other stuff. You just gotta put it together. So like stuff like stuff like that. I wonder what all you need. I mean for that. I mean is it how not corporate is Fanatic Fest that you can just kind of it's of course it's not a regular car show at any point, but man, I'm looking at them deals and stuff. I'm like, you rather bring a lot of inventory or just a like big stuff there. Okay, big stuff there. So we're talking about that. But here's what's on my mind right now for today that I saw. And like I said, speaking of setting up and stuff, when I was in New Jersey, and really we're the only one that's really sells sports cars that's there. So while I was in New Jersey, but I was thinking about this. This kind of dawned on me all weekend. Now, shout out to Babe Ruth, one of the greatest Dominican players to ever play the game. But the whole thing is, I think it's like his last appearance. I believe today. I think it's like his last appearance ever. Which I just kind of thought about that. I'm like, nobody has really came up to the table that I know and ask for any type of like Babe Ruth cards. Are we still hunting like Babe Ruth cards, or are we just kind of still going out to like the Mickey Mantles and the what is it, the T, what is it, the little cigarette cards, you know, the little still, the guy from 1911, the little whatever, ain't nobody knows no stats on, so no, it's not him. But the thing is, I just want to know, is is people out there still collecting like Bathe Roof? And if you are, like, what are we collecting? You know, I just feel like Bathe Roof Market should be a little Honus Wagner. Yes, a Honus Wagner. That's a little cigarette card. Honus Wagner, yeah. But I believe Babe Ruth stuff should be like equally as big. Now, listen, I understand that his stuff goes for crazy amounts. Okay, like crazy amounts. I already know all the earlier stuff. I mean, his jersey, I think it's still well now I think it's the second highest item ever auctioned or something close to that. But even looking at going like, when do we look at Babe Ruth and go and start like collecting? I don't think. I talk to people all the time. I don't think people are going after like Babe Ruth as it should be. Maybe it's just you know, more people. I mean, don't more people go after Jackie Robinson? Now, listen, I'm going way out of what I what I do at car shows and everything like that, because I'm more modern. I don't deal with the vintage, anything like that. But even speaking of vintage, even talking about vintage people, I still don't hear nobody going like, yeah, just trying to get this like Babe Ruth card. Now, I guess close to national. I'm saying close to national. Get your T-shirt right here. They might be talking about Babe Ruth stuff then. I think Babe Ruth is like a huge maybe like a huge national product. Maybe that's the only place you can really find like really good Babe Ruth stuff. But I don't know. It's just I don't know. Some from what I'm getting at shows and stuff and talking to like collectors and stuff. I'm like, there should be more Babe Ruth collectors. Now I know that's gonna be like a Reddit post of like, I collect Babe Ruth. I understand all that. I'm just saying from what my experience is and talking to people and different people at different shows and things like that. I don't hear Babe Ruth. I hear everything else. I hear like Reggie Jackson, like Willie Mays, all those other people. But I don't really hear like Babe Ruth as like much. But they're here or there. But let me know. Let me know in the comments. Are we still collecting Babe Ruth? Do you have, what is your best Babe Ruth card? Yeah, I know I don't have one. If I do, it's like a reprint of, just out of the new tops of him. Just, I don't know. But it's not graded or anything. But let me know in the comments. If you have Babe Ruth or you a Babe Ruth collector, let me know. How is that going for you? And John, what's your favorite Babe Ruth card? Or if you have a Babe Ruth card, what's your best Babe Ruth card you have? So let me know in the comments. Also, one last thing, World Cup finals this weekend. They're actually, like I said before, they're doing a watch party up in Fanatics up in New York. So that's gonna be stupid crazy. New York is on fire right now. I don't care what nobody says. It is on fire right now. If you're not in New York, you're just not in New York. But uh let me know who y'all got in the World Cup. It's gonna be Lamine Yamal and Messi. You know what I'm saying? Is this Lamine Yamal? Well, Lamine Yamal hasn't really scored. I think last couple of games, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go. All my soccer fans, let me go, because I don't think he scored. He got one in, but they brought it back last game. I did see that, but I don't think he really scored. But I mean, he's young. He's like 12 years old. You know what I'm saying? So what are we talking about? But I think they're gonna paint it as Lamine Yamal and Messi. This might be Messi's last like World Cup game. Very curious at that if you ever come back. But yeah, just let me know. And what do you think about FIFA this year in the United States? Personally, I love it. It should be here every 4 years, all the time. I think I said that for one of these shows, but that's what I believe right there. But let me know what y'all think on, if you're at Fanatic Fest. Let me know how it goes. If we got any Babe Ruth collectors out there, let me know. How was it? Collecting Babe Ruth and stuff. And in the finals, man, let me know who y'all got to win the whole thing. We're going for Spain. Since French is out, we're going for Spain now. But until next time, y'all be safe out there. Don't get in any trouble. Okay? I'm out of here. Peace.